Hey everyone, my name is Ben Tan, the handyman, and today I'm going to show you how to install a spare tire on a GR Corolla on a budget. Most cars nowadays don't come equipped with a spare tire, so that's kind of what this mod is for. I got my spare tire from Modern Spare for $400 after shipping for the wheel and tire only, and yes, it comes with the 19mm lug nuts as well. Or you can get the full kit for $510. Make sure to call them because they'll actually give you $20 off your order if you do it through a salesperson. So what you want to do first is make sure the spare tire fits in the under compartment in the trunk area where that foam sits. Once you make sure that fits, then you want to put the spare tire in the foam area and outline it with a black Sharpie. You want to make sure when you're doing this that the seats are actually down, just to make sure that the fitment is right. And you can see my hand is reaching behind just to make sure I am actually having the foam piece be there and not overextending into the rear bar. Of course, once you get that fitment, before you even get it to marking it with a Sharpie, you want to remove the plastic piece just so you can get it very tight and snug. At least that's the way I want to do it. You don't have to get it as tight as well. You can also strap it down, but I chose not to strap it down. When you put the wheel back on to start doing markings with the Sharpie, you want to make sure that the back of the trunk is not blocking the wheel. You want to make sure your entire wheel is on top of a foam part. And when you're marking it with the Sharpie, you want to make sure you're pointing straight down, because if you do it at an angle, it will take a little bit longer to cutting the foam piece to the size to fit as well. As you can also see, the black Sharpie is pretty visible and easy to spot, so you know where to cut as well. And from there, you can take off the wheel and take out everything. And once you get the outline, you're going to want to remove all your stuff and remove the spare tire and then start to getting to cut the foam, which might take some time. So this is actually the hardest part of the install, where you want to kind of cut where the outline is, and I used the hacksaw here, but it was pretty hard because the foam piece is super thick, so you might need to use both a hacksaw and a mini saw, as well as maybe part of a hacksaw. I'm just going to speed up the process for you guys just because it takes a long time. And once you get that cutting and fitment ready, it should fit like a glove. And once that fits, then you want to sand it down with 1000 grit sandpaper, which is kind of what I did. I also got this bag off AliExpress, which is like a $4 bag, which was a little big, but you know, it still worked. So this is where the budget comes in. You know, I just got an old see-through binder that I got from my high school / college days, just lying around. So these are the 19mm lug nuts, where I made sure that, you know, it worked with my $10 Amazon wrench that I got. That came with both 19mm as well as 21mm sockets, so that I can both remove my stock wheels as well as install this 19mm in case of something happens on the road. So this is a budget because, you know, I'm just reusing a bunch of old stuff that I have, so it's either that binder as well as I'm using an old sock where I can put those sockets in so that, you know, it doesn't rattle around as much. That makes it just easier and, you know, cleaner and set up. Of course, it's going to be weird, but, you know, it does the job. That blue bag is actually a tire repair kit. Has rubber cement, the reamer, the rubber gasket that stops the hole in your wheel, and you know, it all fits in this clear binder bag that you know, you can see I'm struggling closing it, but you know, as I said, we're on a budget, trying to cut costs as much as possible and reuse and recycle. And then you can also get an old microfiber cloth, put it at the bottom so that it's not rubbing as much onto your body frame. And once that is there, then you can put the spare tire in there and it should fit snugly. Might take some wiggle room into there. And as you can see, I'm just making sure that it's flush to the frame. So this is where people on the GR Corolla forums who use this mod also strap their wheel down using the hooks located in your trunk. I didn't do that just because I fit it pretty snugly with my foam, and it's pretty hard to get out, but I think it's more for safety in case you get in a car accident. But I'm gonna live life on the edge. And then I actually bought a big one scissor jack from Amazon just because it has a bigger profile to the floor, and it just makes me safer to use. So if you have that, you actually need to cut out a little bit more foam, but if you have a regular scissor jack, then it should fit the OEM foam. And from there, that's basically the $430 mod for the GR Corolla to have peace of mind on the road. Thank you all for watching, and feel free to comment and let me know if you have any questions. And thank you all so much. Bye-bye. So I ended up going back and adding a strap just in case for safety, just to make it more secure. There's a ring to hook on the backside and a hole in the frame that you can connect to as well. Thanks again.